Hello everyone, welcome to this session of Class 9 Mathematics, and I am your Anu for MathSchool.1. We have seen rational exponents and rationalization in the last classes, isn't it? This class will be seeing some important problems or some model problems you will be solving, and you'll be getting an idea about the rational exponents and what is rationalization, so that you'll be able to do more problems in your text. Okay, so now let's get started. The first one is 2 power 55 into 2 power 60 minus 2 power 97 into 2 to the power 80. Isn't it? So these are integral exponents, we know, because we have seen both integral exponents and rational exponents too. So first we'll start with integral exponents. So this is according to the product rule. We need to apply the law of exponents in the numbers which have exponents. So this is according to product rule. What product rule says is a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So we just add the exponents. 2 power, because the base is same, we just add minus 97 plus 80. Okay, so what do we get? 2 power 55 plus 60 will be 115 minus 2 to the power 15 will also be 115. So 2 to the power 115 minus 2 to the power of 115 will be equal to 0. So this is how we solve exponents. Next is, the second one is x squared, and we'll take cube root for it, and upon it we are taking the fourth root. Okay, so now we need to solve this. So this can be written, we know that, so this is the rational exponent we are going to see now. So we keep x squared as it is and we take the rational exponent. Okay, so cube root of this can be written as 1 by 3, we know, and the fourth root can be written as like this, isn't it? Now we apply power of power rule, so that this becomes 2 by 3, 2 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 4. So both these things gets cancelled in the power and we get, so this is equal to x to the power 1 by 6, and that is how we solve rational exponents in the power. This I have applied power of power rule, that is x to the power m, the whole to the power n is equal to x to the power m into n. We just multiply the powers, which is, see, power of power. So power to the power gets multiplied directly. Okay, so these are two sums. The next sum is the third one is a power minus 1 divided by a to the power minus 1 plus b to the power minus 1 plus a to the power minus 1 divided by a power minus 1 minus b to the power minus 1 is equal to 2b squared divided by b squared minus a squared. So you need to prove that LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, so now we'll start with the LHS part. So in the LHS, I've got a power minus 1, so let me write it as 1 by a. You know, if the power has a negative exponent, if I change the place, it will become positive, isn't it? So a power minus 1 becomes 1 by a, and the rest of it I take it the same, like a power minus 1, 1 by a. This is 1 by a minus 1 by b, isn't it? Now let's try to solve it. Keep the numerator as it is. Now this becomes 1 by a plus 1 by b becomes, see, ab is your LCM and b plus a, numerator becomes b plus a, plus 1 by a divided by, here to ab is your LCM. See, AB is your LCM, B minus A in the numerator, isn't it? So this becomes 1 divided by A. Now this, see 1 divided by a plus b by ab, isn't it? So this division fact, let me take it as multiplication fact. See 1 by a divided by, so multiplied by just the reciprocal of the denominator, ab by a plus b. Okay, now this is plus 1 by a, again 1 by a, the whole divided by becomes multiplication fact, ab divided by b minus a. Do you understand? Now here a gets cancelled, the common things gets cancelled, and you have b divided by, since this is b minus a, I am taking this to be b plus a, plus b divided by b minus a. Okay, now let's see b plus a, b minus a. There are different terms, so let me take LCM, b into b minus a plus b into b plus a, and in the denominator I multiply both b plus a and b minus a. But b plus a, b minus a is in the form of a plus b and a minus b. So a plus b into a minus b will be a squared minus b squared, or b squared minus a squared here, and the numerator becomes b squared minus ab plus b squared plus ab, and the denominator becomes b squared minus a squared. Now minus ab gets cancelled for me, and I'll be getting the answer 2b squared divided by b squared minus a squared. So do you follow this? I need to rearrange the negative exponents to positive exponents and then solve it as usual, and apply the algebraic identity a plus b into a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared, which you have studied in the previous classes. So b squared minus a squared is in the denominator, which is equal to 2b squared, and that is equal to RHS, hence root. Okay, so this is how we deal with negative exponents also. Okay, do you understand? And the next one in the row is, see, this is again a similar problem but with numerical values. 0.6 the whole power 0 minus 0.1 the whole power minus 1 divided by 3 by 8 the whole power minus 1 into 3 by 2 the whole power 3 plus minus 1 by 3 the whole power minus 1, and this should be equal to minus 3 by 2. So you need to prove that the term in the left hand side should be equal to minus 3 by 2. So how do we get it? So let us start simplifying it. 0.6 the whole power 0. We know any number to the power 0 will be equal to 1, isn't it? So 1 minus, and here we have negative exponent, so bring it down to become positive exponent, to get a positive exponent. And here 3 by 8, so 1 divided by 3 by 8 again, because it is a negative exponent, into 3 by 2 the whole cube. So let me expand this to simplify. So this becomes 27 by 8. You understand? Plus, and this minus 1 by 3 becomes 1 divided by minus 1 by 3, because minus 1 is there, negative exponent. So bring it downwards to that to become a positive exponent. Now this becomes 0.1 minus 1 divided by 0.1, because this is LCM, 0.1 is LCM. So the numerator becomes 0.1 minus 1 divided by 0.1, and here see 1 divided by 3 by 8, and this division, for I take it as a multiplication fact, and this becomes 1 into 8 by 3, isn't it, into 27 by 8. And again you have a minus here, so plus into minus becomes minus here, and this division becomes multiplication fact, and you get 3 by 1 here. Do you understand this step? Now 8 and 8 gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, you have 9 here, and so this becomes 0.1 minus 1 becomes 0.9, because 0.9 plus 0.1 is 1 for you. So 0.1 minus 1 is 0.9 divided by 0.1. Okay. Now here divided by, all gets cancelled. You have 9 here, so 9 minus 3 is 6 form, isn't it? So now minus 0.9 by 0.1 into, now this 6 is 6 by 1 here. So this division, I am taking it as multiplication fact, and this becomes 1 divided by 6. Okay, so now see, minus 0.9 by 0.1 will solve it here. 0.9 is equal to 9 by 10 and 0.1 is equal to 1 by 10. Therefore 0.9 by 0.1 is equal to 9 by 10 by 1 by 10. And this again I take it as this division, I take it as multiplication fact. So getting the reciprocal of 1 by 10, 10 gets cancelled, so I get 9 here. Okay, so that is how 0.9 divided by 0.1 becomes 9 divided by this 6. So this 9 divided by 6 can get cancelled with 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 2s are 6. Hence we get minus 3 by 2. So hence proved. So now do you understand how do we get minus 3 by 2? By solving the negative exponents? Yes. So please be careful in arithmetic calculations, because doing such large simplifications might result in some careless mistakes. So whenever you do the next step, when you do the next step, please assure that the previous step has the correct numbers. Okay, and you have copied the correct numbers in your problem. So that might avoid some careless mistakes. Now this next one, fifth one is 2 power x minus 5 into 5 power x minus 4 is equal to 5 to the power 1. Now how do we solve this? See, the exponents have some variables in it. That is the x which is unknown, and we need to find the unknown which is x now. Now 2 power x minus 5, let it be like this, and 5 to the power x minus 4 is equal to 5 to the power 1 I have. Now this is equal to sign, so LHS has to be equal to RHS, isn't it? Now we have, for 5 power 1 we have 5 power x minus 1 here. So the base 5 is there, and in the LHS and RHS, both in LHS and RHS. But for the base 2 there is no number here. So what I do is I add 2 power 0 here, because 2 power 0 we know it is 1. So I add 2 power 0 here. So it is not going to change this 5 power 1 in any way, because 2 power 0 is 1. 1 into 5 power 1 is this much. So now equating both sides, I equate both sides. So I get 2 power x minus 5 is equal to 2 power 0, and 5 power x minus 1 is equal to 5 power 1. So what do I get? X minus 5 is equal to 0 and x is equal to 5, and x minus 1 is equal to x minus, sorry, this is 4 here, so extremely sorry. So I told you even before to check whether you do mistakes, because at this step I need to get the same answer. If it is 1 there, I won't be getting, so it's a mistake. So just go through from first whether you have done some mistake. I have done a mistake by writing 1 instead of 4, so I rewrite this as 4. Now you get 1 plus 4, so that is equal to 5. So your answer is 5. X is equal to 5 in both the cases, so that is right. So that is how you find x. Even when one number is not given, it is missing, you need to take it as 2 power 0 and then equate on both sides to get the value of x. Okay, so do you understand? So this is how we do exponents in case of exponents. So this is all some of the examples I've given you for exponents, generally exponents, and some in rational exponents. Hope you would have understand how to solve problems with exponents. Now in the next class we'll be seeing some more examples about exponents, rational exponents, and even rationalization, so that you'll be getting an idea. Okay, so that's it for this class, and I'll be back in the next class for some more problems. Until then, it's bye from Anu for MaxSchool.1. Thank you.